gather around.
This is GC360.
No. This is a new segment. This is...
Behind the Bobcats!
On Tuesday, GCSU Mutual Aid hosted a rally on campus to protest violence in the Middle East. Students at the rally sought to speak out against the United States and Israel's continual war on Iran, with one student at the rally saying, quote, "We want to stop U.S. and Israeli imperialist forces, and this is our history since the start of our country, helping regime changes and putting someone worse in charge," end quote. This protest comes just days after the Iran Supreme Leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was killed in a targeted joint airstrike by Israel, and the U.S. Khamenei was not the only target, as many of Iran's top military leaders and senior officials have also been killed. As of today, 6 U.S. service members have been killed, as Iran has promised to retaliate further in the coming weeks. President Trump told Axios News earlier today that he wants to be involved in the picking of Iran's next leader, while also ruling out Khamenei's son, saying, quote, "They are wasting their time. Khamenei's son is a lightweight. I have to be involved in the appointment, like with Delcy in Venezuela," end quote. Next up, anchor Anna Kafati spoke earlier this week with winners of the Georgia Communications Association Conference Film Festival and their experience in making award-winning short films.
Thank you, anchors. Today we are here with the winners for the 2026 GCA Film Festival. With over 40 submissions, their film was chosen to be screened at the GCA Annual Conference, that takes place at Mercer University. Can you tell us your name and the position you took part in when curating the film?
All right, my name's Ryan Grant. I was the director of photography and light gaffer.
I'm Robert Johnson. Bobby works too. And I was the director.
I'm Della Goines, and I was a director of a separate film with Aaron Finnegan, who couldn't be here today.
Oh, okay. Do you guys know each other beforehand, or were you put into like a random group during this film?
So I actually actively chose to do the documentary filmmaking with Bobby. And
Aaron and I, we knew we were taking the class together, so each of these films we did for a class, a documentary filmmaking class, and so we chose to do our project together. It was, in the class, it was like paired up, so that was nice.
Yeah, I had some previous classes with Ryan, and I know how good he is at this stuff, and so why not make something beautiful together?
Okay, that's good. When making the film, did you know, were you going to like submit for the festival?
I think it was mentioned by our teacher.
Okay.
But I didn't really think about like the magnitude or like I could actually get accepted.
Okay.
Like it was just kind of a future thought.
Yeah, for me too.
Yeah.
He said it would be extra credit if we submitted to film festivals, so I submitted it for that mostly. I didn't think that really anything would come of it. So.
Okay.
For me, it really depended on whether or not it was good enough festival material.
That's so true.
You know? So there was a lot of editing put into getting that done.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Did Professor Mike Cruz assign the genre of crime, or did you just pick that genre?
No, we had full like creative liberty to work on whatever we wanted, really. And I had learned about Paul John Knowles in high school, and I was interested in following the story. And so I'd been given, we had time to allot like brainstorming ideas for what we wanted to do for our documentary, and that was one of my ideas.
That's cool.
You know, as long as we had 3 interviewees. There were certain scopes of it, like getting it to be 10 minutes long. We got a lot of footage, and so we really wanted to do a director's cut, but that's still in the making.
Yeah.
For us, it was kind of open-ended from Cruz. I was just kind of thinking of things. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just like drinking culture on campus.
Yeah.
So, and that kind of became what my film became. So,
Yeah. How much work did you or went into the pre-production?
for pre-production, I'd say it's mostly like getting interviewees and figuring out the path you want the story to go. Like even for a documentary, there's a storyline in it. And so it's just figuring out what we want the documentary to say, and then making sure we have the right people to like convey that message. So that was that took a couple, I'd say like a month maybe, of pre-production before we actually went out and started filming.
I think the weird thing for our documentary in particular is that we did not have a play-by-play in mind, and we kind of developed that after we got all the footage. Pre-production, there was a lot of research that went into learning the history, making sure we got our facts straight and we conveyed it through the interviewees.
There were also releases we had to work with, so like talent for our interviewees, and then we had to get a location to go to the house where the murder took place.
What was the hardest part about making this film?
I think for me and Aaron, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
For me and Aaron, it was like B-roll and getting like people just talking it. I was actually I'm gonna change that. I think it was mainly like not making it a PSA. Like I didn't want it to be like a PSA against drinking because like that's not I don't know, you know. You know. So it was hard to like kind of direct the story in a way that was more like just be safe and like know your limits instead of it being like don't drink in college, you know, because obviously it's part of the culture and then it's like surrounding, so you know.
My hardest part came down to a moral standard. There was the Casanova killer, the guy we did the documentary on, he aimed to make his personhood popular or in like pop culture, or he wanted to be well known by people. And in doing a documentary about him, that's kind of giving him exactly what that bad person wanted. So we had to both make a documentary and explain that A, he's not well known, B, he wanted that, and C, that's not what our goal was.
Yeah.
I would say like another hard part that we went through was just we had very little footage. Like all this happened a long time ago, so we had to get archival footage, work with Jimmy Josie, who we interviewed, to get extra footage and like pictures from like when these things took place. But we didn't really have any B-roll until we did that, because it happened a long time ago.
Oh yeah, and then the case records.
The case records. Yeah.
So I had actually went in there alone, and seeing how brutal the killing was really affected my scope of helping direct the film.
How does winning this film festival align with your professional career?
So I really want to do videography, but that's a very limited space in terms of career. What I really want to do is broadcasting for live events like sports, concerts, and being able to manage different cameras and maybe later manage people with different cameras is really good for me wanting to go into production.
Yeah, that's cool. What about you?
I think it's a great step for me. I mean, this is what I'm passionate about. I think it's a way to get my name out there, if only to a small amount of people. It's better than none. And I mean, it's good to put on the resume, and if I want to work in any other like creative departments, it's something for them to look at, for sure.
good.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, like just getting my name somewhere. And it's like a credible association, so it's like exciting that we're like being recognized at this like statewide film festival. So
Yeah.
it's exciting.
Is there anything else you want the viewers to know about this film or the work that went into this process?
I don't know if I really explained what the film is, so maybe I'll do that here. Mine and Aaron's, who isn't here again, is called Another Round, and so it's about we interviewed public safety and counseling services and then 2 students of Georgia College, and it's just like the 2 different sides of drinking in college, like when you're coming to a new place and you have this newfound freedom, like making sure that you know that you have limits and to try, like your safety is like in danger if you go past those, but also to know that it's okay, like it's part of the culture, it's like it's the social life too, so if you're comfortable with what you're doing, like it's okay in moderation, you know? So I'm hoping that's like the message that's being received from my film, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to start putting together a film, if you're a student, talk to your professors about all the things that you imagine you'll be doing. Also, if you're not, you can look at YouTube tutorials. We ended up figuring out that we are very inexperienced directors, or were, and so in terms of directing the people that we shot video of, there were some times where we couldn't get them to get our vision. So we had to learn to be a bit more direct about what we wanted.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's hard to corral people because like there'd be noise going on outside and I don't have the heart to tell them like we're recording. Because I mean ultimately we're in their space. So what am I supposed to do? Like come in and just, hey, stop everything. I'm important. Let me do me.
Yeah.
I just can't do that.
Well, congrats on winning this year's GCA Film Festival. Your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. And we are so happy you did this interview today. On behalf of GC360 and the Mass Comm department, go Bobcats, and back to you, anchors. We have the latest weather report right here on GC360. Let's take a look with Raegan sends.
Good afternoon, Bobcats. Milledgeville is finally heating up, so it looks like we've got a pretty warm week coming up. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny skies with a high of 85 and with a low in the 60s. Taking a walk around campus or taking some food on a picnic is looking like the perfect way to start your weekend. Saturday stays very warm with a high of 84 and a low of 62. There may be a few clouds here and there, but not enough to get you down. And with the peak UV of 7, you'll catch me at the pool for the first time this year. Sunday keeps that warm streak going, though the clouds will still be a bit heavier. Still though, a high in the mid-80s, 84, and a low of 63. Might even need a Milledgeville nutrition drink to keep you cool. Monday stays warm and slightly breezy with a small chance of showers later in the day. A high of 83 and a low of 62. And I'd keep an umbrella handy just in case, but don't let that stop you from rocking your favorite spring fit to class. The sun will be peeking out throughout the Tuesday with a high of 87 and a low of 66. One of the warmest days of the week makes it a great day to sit on your porch and wave at everyone walking by as you bask in the sun. On Wednesday, the high is still 86, but it's going to get a little rainy. But how else would we get those beautiful azaleas on campus next month? Finally, Thursday will unfortunately end our super warm weather, so hopefully you haven't put those sweatpants up just yet, as the high is only going to be 65 and back in the 40s for the low. Don't worry though, spring break is the week after that, and hopefully you're going somewhere warm. That's it for your weekly weather update. Enjoy the sunshine while it lasts, stay hydrated in the heat, and get ready for that late week cool down. Have an amazing week, Bobcats. Back to you.
producer, Joshua Galaif, sat down with members of GCSU's newspaper, The Colonnade, to talk about their trip to the College Media Association conference in New York City.
Thanks, anchors. We're here today with members of the Colonnade who helped curate GCSU's long-running school newspaper. They are leaving for the CMA conference located in New York City this week. Let's find out more. Thanks for coming out, guys. Could you each tell me your name and the position you hold?
I'm Mary Susevich. I'm the editor-in-chief.
I'm Jane Carr. I'm the head news editor.
Awesome. And could you tell us a little more about the CMA conference, how y'all found out about it, what interests you about it?
Yeah, of course. So the Colonnade has been going to the CMA conference for a long time now. It's been 2 years since we've been to the conference, and I reached out to a previous editor-in-chief and I was like, how do I get into this? Because, no one really knew much about it. But the conference itself is a collective of all college media. So it's not just like newspaper, it's radio, it's also broadcasting and more. But yeah, so we're super excited to go, I think.
To connect with people that have the same interests as us, people that are going to be working in our future field.
Absolutely.
So it's a great opportunity to make connections and also to visit the Big Apple,
Yes.
which is also very exciting. Yeah.
Whip out that LinkedIn while you're up there.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
So Mary, you kind of already answered this, but whose idea was it to go to the conference? Was it a collective decision between the team?
Honestly, it was my idea. I brought it to the team and I was like, would you guys be interested? They were mainly interested in the New York portion, but conference itself, they were like, yeah, let's do it, which was super great. But yeah, I kind of got some suggestions from previous editor-in-chiefs and previous members of the Colonnade, but I really got it going though.
Absolutely. Have you guys specifically been to the conference before? I know that previous editor-in-chiefs and previous teams have been, but...
I haven't been to the conference. I think the last time the Colonnade went to the conference was spring 2024, I want to say. So I know Jane also hasn't been to the conference.
No, I have not. This is also only my first year with the Colonnade, so being able to travel this second semester is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. What made you go to the conference this year and not past years?
I honestly think it came down to who all wanted to go to the conference, the timing of the conference as well. I know when I first started, I came in fall 2024, and we were going to go to the conference, but it ended up being pretty expensive, and it was a very last minute sort of get together sort of thing. And so I think just exchanging from editor-in-chief to a new editor-in-chief, and then eventually to myself as editor-in-chief, it was just a lot of transition, and I just think we just didn't have the opportunity.
What kind of media would you say that CMA leans towards?
Honestly, it's a good mix of media. I would say a lot of it's got to do with reporting or writing specifically, but I know the media conference itself has a lot of advisorship sort of things along with the student organizations. So building advisors' own knowledge when it comes to kind of advising students when it comes to media. But we do also, I know they have things media law, and they have they also have like journalistic writing, and then they have a good bit of things, but yeah.
So like a wide variety that covers
Yeah.
our department. Okay, that sounds fun. Mary, I know you already mentioned this, but Jane, have you been to the city before?
So I'm actually from there. I'm from Long Island, New York. I grew up in Garden City.
Awesome.
Haven't been back since I was 4 years old. So it's really exciting that I get to go back, not only with something that like I want to do with my future, but also like something from my past. And my sister also goes to school there, so
Awesome.
I'll get to visit her, and that's really
Yeah,
cool.
that sounds like a treat.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all heard, but we actually just got back from a conference in
We
New York
heard.
City.
We did hear.
So fingers crossed that no blizzards hit you guys.
No.
But how does it feel to be able to take advantage of opportunities like this?
It's great. I mean, being able to travel in general is like such a privilege, and the fact that we get to do it also academically. So not only are we like getting to travel and that be cool, we're also building our portfolios. So that's great. But yeah, I mean, I feel really privileged. I'm really excited. I get to go with people that I'm friends with, and also people that I haven't really talked to, but people again that work in my field. So again, connections, really
Yeah.
important. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, definitely going off of what Jane said, I think just building connections and networking with people who are working actively in the industry is a really great opportunity, but also getting to like be in New York, which is like obviously a big industry in itself. It's just a great opportunity overall.
Yeah.
Besides networking, what do you guys hope to gain from the conference as an organization?
Ooh. Honestly, I'm hoping that I can gain a little bit more of like managerial sort of like knowledge, and then hopefully pass that on to whoever the next editor-in-chief is as well. But
I think for me, yeah, other than networking, I think letting people know that we exist, the Colonnade exists, that we exist in this small town, and yet we do report on the news, and like it's important, news is everywhere. And also that there are young people within our generation that are passionate about the news and telling stories and keeping people informed, especially in this day and age. So yeah, I think it's exciting for anybody to see young people like wanting to work.
Yeah, absolutely. What can you guys expect your day-to-day schedule to look like at the conference?
we have like a whole itinerary that we made.
Via Sydney. Sydney's
Yes,
very lovely. She's
Sydney.
our assistant arts and life editor.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a really big itinerary.
Yeah, it goes along the lines, the conference itself, like the sessions take place in the morning and they kind of go into the afternoon, and then after that we're going to explore the city. Hopefully,
there's a lot on the list.
Yeah.
We don't know if we're gonna hit it all, but I mean,
yeah, the conference itself ends on Saturday, so, and it ends pretty early, so hopefully we'll be able to explore a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, let's dig into that itinerary a little bit. Jane, you're from the city. Mary, you've never been. What are you guys hoping to do while you're in the big city?
Well, the weather does put a little bit of a damper. It's going to be raining while we're there,
Just
it looks
a
like.
little
Just a
bit.
little bit. So it's going to be cold, but it's going to be okay. We're going to be fine. You know, I'd love to do some museum exploring. There's a lot of history in New York, a lot of art, things like that. And then also, like, a few little knickknack places. We want to go to the Nintendo store, things like that. Harry Styles is doing a pop-up shop.
We want to
in New
go to
York.
the pop-up shop, hopefully.
Yes, and maybe attend a show. See if we can attend a show.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I think also we kind of want to explore like the cuisine a little bit. I know I do especially. I'm here to try new things, so hopefully, because you know, New York is one of the cultural places of like
for sure.
the U.S. So hopefully we can try.
Yeah,
a few
I want to hit
places.
at least one Guy Fieri stop.
Yes,
if I'm able, like just one.
Yes,
Just one.
yes.
I know this is kind of a day of decision, but what shows are you guys hoping to see?
So we've talked about it. There's a list, right, of like if we can go, we're gonna go.
Hadestown.
Hadestown is a massive one. If not Hadestown, Moulin Rouge with Bob the Drag Queen as the not the main character, but he's in it. Yeah. So love to see that. Daniel Radcliffe is having like a really fun show going on with audience participation. Tickets are expensive, but if we can get in there, that'd be great.
We talked about potentially going to see a hockey game.
Yes, yeah,
which
because
would
our
be
sports
fun. This
editor
is
is with us.
more for Brian,
So,
but
yeah, we were going to see a Knicks game, far too expensive, but
yeah,
here's hope.
But hopefully we'll hit a Broadway show for sure.
Yeah, would love to.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else that you want the viewers to know about your organization or your upcoming trip?
I think just we're here if anyone ever wants to write or read for us or has ideas when it comes to pitches. I know we try to explore like the campus as a whole, and like it's hard to hit everything that we have, but we're always open to new ideas.
We publish every week, like keep yourself informed on what's happening in the world, in Georgia, at the school.
Yes.
So, you know, it's available.
Thank you both so much for being here today. I've enjoyed getting to know more about you and your organization and the CMA conference. You hear to hear, folks, from here in Millie to the Big Apple in the north, GCSU's student media covers it all. Back to you, anchors.
Continuing with trips to New York, last week the GC360 Executive Board was in New York City for an Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Conference. Our exec team walked away with multiple awards and got their trip extended for a couple days due to the inclement weather. Our executive producer, Andrew Brown, was on the scene to tell us more.
Hey guys, my name is Andrew Brown, the executive producer for GC360 here in Manhattan, New York. We are out here trapped longer than we expected to, but that's not going to stop me from reporting for your favorite exec team here in our time in New York City. Here for 7 years.
I was gonna go more like this is Helen O'Neill with WGUR.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I forgot about that.
the weather is crazy here.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Josh, your producer. I'm here with some of our executive team, and right now we're braving the snowstorm in New York City. If you're going anywhere snowy, I can't recommend having a thick trench coat. It's kept me warm this entire time.
I won the Best News Director of Television Award at the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Conference in New York City a couple weekends ago. So yeah, that was really exciting. I was honestly totally surprised. The people that I was competing against were from huge schools like Auburn and Syracuse, and they're pretty known for their collegiate broadcasting departments and everything. So I was very impressed and very proud of myself that I was chosen from our small liberal arts university against those huge schools.
My initial reaction when I realized I won Best Station Manager was honestly most just kind of like shock, but it honestly just feels great. I mean, it just kind of like shows that my late nights in Terrell, all the things that went wrong, like being the person everyone looks to, like those difficult moments, like it just feels very rewarding. And like just knowing that it was seen, and like also being able to beat larger universities, like that's just like, it feels great to know that like what I've added has actually meant something. Like yes, I've seen it and like people have told me, but it being recognized on like a bigger platform is like really nice and feels amazing.
Okay guys, it's 8:17, literally 30 minutes later, and we're going to see Late Night with Seth Meyers tomorrow.
I'm Della Goines. I'm the technical director for GC360.
Hey guys, I'm Ava Eslinger. I'm the PR director for GC360.
And we just went to a live taping of Seth Meyers, his late night talk show. And we were able to do that because our flight was canceled on Sunday, and so it was extended to hopefully we're taking a train tomorrow, a 19-hour train. But that gave us the opportunity to go see Seth Meyers.
That's all for Behind the Bobcats this week. Thank you for joining us today, and make sure to tune in next week at 4 p.m. on MBC TV, through the CableCast app. I'm Ava Flores.
And I'm Anna Kafati. If you want a professor, student, or staff highlighted on the show, fill out the form on our Instagram. That's at GC360 News. on Instagram and YouTube. This is Behind the Bobcats, where your story takes spotlight. See you next week.
Gather around, gather around.
This is GC360.
No. This is a new segment. This is
Behind the Bobcats.